So tell me, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you see a bitten Apple logo on a phone or a laptop? I bet it's the brand Apple. That is their trademark, and that is exactly what I'm going to be addressing today. What is trademark and how does it affect your brand? So a trademark is a distinct mark that indicates the source of a good. If that is too complicated, a trademark is just a simple symbol that is able to distinguish one product from another. But what is key is that this symbol or word or personal name, it can take quite a number of forms. It should be very unique in its form that it can be clearly distinguishable in form from any other business or product, especially one that offers similar goods and services that your brand offers. So as I stated earlier, a trademark can come in several forms. It can be a word, a symbol, a letter, a group of words. Like, let me give you this example. Everywhere you go, what comes to mind? MTN, that is another trademark. So trademarks can take as many forms as possible. So it's very important that you are able to, first of all, come up with a distinct mark that is capable of distinguishing your product's good or service from another. Now that I've told you what form a trademark can take, we are going to go into how you can apply to register your trademark because that is very important. I'll simplify the process for registering a trademark. It starts with an application to the registrar. It's as simple as that. You first of all have to pay the required fee or the prescribed fee, and then in an application, you produce a reproduction of the trademark that you would like to use, and then you also satisfy other key information in the form. The registrar will carefully review all the documents submitted, and if satisfied, will go on to publish it. The reason behind publishing is to allow oppositions to be raised. In case there's any party that objects to the registration of the trademark, this is a perfect opportunity to raise such oppositions. The registrar will then give room, after this opposition is raised, for the applicant to counter-react to the opposition. And when a hearing is conducted, the registrar, if satisfied, would either decide to go on to register the trademark or to reject its registration. In some instances, the registrar will not go on to register the trademark. This can be because the mark intended to be registered is already within the public domain, or it resembles a state emblem. Maybe it's also contrary to public morality, or it could be misleading. These are a few grounds for refusing the registration of a proposed trademark. Now that I've taken you through the processes for registering a trademark, I'm going to explain to you why it is so important that you undertake this exercise. A trademark is your brand's identity. It is what allows customers to trust in your brand. When you're able to register your trademark, it gives you exclusive rights to use that trademark. And for any other business or entity that wants to use your trademark, they would have to obtain your consent and permission to do so. Also, it puts you in a position where you can formally take legal action against any person or entity that infringes on your business's intellectual property rights. Now that I've told you more about trademarks and how you can go about registering your trademark in Ghana, do make sure to take the necessary steps to register your intended mark as your trademark. It is very important to protect your brand's identity and give your consumers more trust in your brand so that they can speak to its quality and trace its source directly to your brand. Your brand reputation is everything, so take trademark registrations very seriously. Thank you.